Hey everyone, welcome. On this channel, we're going to get into an advanced look at the story Disastrous Necromancer. Come with me as we unravel the journey of Lin Moyu, from his beginnings to him becoming a force to be reckoned with in a mysterious new world. If this story sounds like something you'll enjoy, please like, share, and comment. Your support helps us keep providing these in-depth looks into the world of Disastrous Necromancer. Now let's continue.
In the final round of the competition, the most exciting match was indeed between Qing Fei and Dongfang Zi. They fought fiercely, with Qing Fei initially not using the violent sword, relying solely on her own strength to clash with Dongfang Zi. Both unleashed their spells, resulting in an incredibly intense battle. Their strengths were evenly matched, making it difficult to determine a winner for a while. Qing Fei, hailing from the Azure Dragon Star domain, showcased the characteristics of its cultivators. Her aggressive attacks made countless spectators feel as if they were being cut by her sword energy just by watching the match. Even Dongfang Zi found it challenging to fully unleash his power against Qing Fei's relentless assault. However, his strength was undeniable. Despite being suppressed, he managed to maintain a balanced state. The situation reversed when Dongfang Zi summoned the Lost Star River, overwhelming Qing Fei. The Lost Star River's power exceeded the minor god sovereign level, and Qing Fei, despite her best efforts, couldn't withstand it. Just when everyone thought Dongfang Zi would secure the final victory, Qing Fei used the violent sword. With the tenfold amplification from the violent sword, Qing Fei's combat power barely touched the threshold of the god sovereign realm. Relying on the violent sword and her fierce attacks, Qing Fei ultimately won and secured third place. The battle between Wei Bowen and Chu Shang had no surprises. Chu Shang was indeed slightly inferior to Wei Bowen. After a fierce battle, Wei Bowen emerged victorious, taking fifth place. The rankings for the top 8 were finalized, marking the official end of the 4-star domains competition. Next, they awaited the Human Emperor Network to announce the final overall rankings, which would determine the rewards. However, the overall rankings wouldn't be announced immediately, they would be revealed the next day. Everyone returned to the competition city and gathered by the lake in front of Lin Moyu's house. Xu Jianxing took the initiative to catch fish and started grilling them. With the competition over, everyone visibly relaxed. Shui Xilin and Qing Fei brought out fine wines from different star domains for everyone to taste. Among the group, Xu Jianxing's ranking was still uncertain, and he was visibly anxious. For those outside the top 16, the final ranking would be determined by the Human Emperor Network based on their overall performance. Different rankings would affect the rewards they received. As they ate grilled fish and drank wine, they discussed the possible rewards. According to the standards of previous 4-star domains competitions, the most important reward was the qualification to enter Divine City. This qualification did not include seed players, who either already had the qualification, were from Divine City, or were from the War God Hall. They didn't need this entry qualification. Excluding the seed players, the top 100 would receive the qualification to enter Divine City. If someone in the top 100 already had the qualification, they would receive additional Divine City merits. Seed players would also receive Divine City merits based on their rankings. Xu Jianxing, being from Divine City, was most knowledgeable about Divine City merits. Having drunk too much, his handsome face flushed, he explained. In Divine City, the most important thing is rank. Starting from the unranked outer personnel, there are primary, intermediate, and advanced ranks. To advance in rank, you need Divine City merits and to complete certain promotion tasks. Promotion tasks are very difficult and dangerous. Failure can result in death. Many people have enough merits but don't dare to take on the tasks. But if you don't advance, even with merits, you can't buy many good things. So many people prefer to train outside Divine City to earn points and buy supplies. Zhuang Bai was puzzled. If the promotion tasks are so difficult, can't you wait until your cultivation level is higher to do them? Tasks that a god king couldn't complete might become easier for a minor god sovereign. If even a minor god sovereign couldn't do it, surely a god sovereign could. Xu Jianxing, drinking more wine, replied, it's useless. Promotion tasks are linked to your cultivation level. The higher your level, the harder the tasks. Like Dongfang Zi, he wants to complete his rank promotion before becoming a god sovereign. If he waits until after, the tasks will only get harder. Chu Shang remarked, promotion tasks that scale with your level, this setup really leaves no room for survival. Lin Moyu quietly said, it's a selection process. Zhuang Bai added, survival of the fittest. Qing Fei slowly uttered, natural selection, survival of the fittest. Although Xu Jianxing only shared a bit of information, everyone could sense that the rules in Divine City were even more brutal. There was no protection from the Human Emperor Network. In fact, outside Divine City, once you reach level 5 permissions, the Human Emperor Network no longer provides deliberate protection. With level 5 permissions, you can freely move in any area outside Divine City and take on many tasks, some of which are not within the human star domain. The danger level is equally high. The difference is that level 5 tasks can be freely chosen, while promotion tasks are assigned by Divine City. Naturally, promotion tasks are more dangerous. But in Divine City, if you don't advance in rank, you might be better off outside. According to Xu Jianxing, the primary and intermediate ranks are a dividing line. Starting from the intermediate rank, you can truly enjoy the various resources of Divine City, which are incomparable to the outside world. Overall, if you have no rank in Divine City and are just an outer personnel, you might be better off outside. If you reach the primary rank, it's comparable to the outside world. Starting from the intermediate rank, you surpass the outside world. However, advancing in rank is very difficult and dangerous, leading many to give up. Xu Jianxing, drinking more, said, "You all should have heard of the human race divine path." Chu Shang, also a bit drunk, mumbled, "Of course, who hasn't heard of it?" The human race divine path is the highest existence in the human race. If everyone aspires to enter Divine City, the ultimate goal is to step onto the human race divine path. Zhuang Bai said, "It's said that no one has stepped onto the human race divine path for tens of thousands of years." Xu Jianxing, holding a wine jug, said, "No, that's not accurate. In fact, every time the human race divine path opens, many people attempt it." Everyone. Xu Jianxing paused, burped, and exhaled a lot of alcohol. Everyone has failed. Lin Moyu's heart skipped a beat. Everyone? Including Xiao Zhanshan? Xu Jianxing nodded, and everyone felt a chill. What kind of path was the human race divine path that even Xiao Zhanshan couldn't succeed? Xu Jianxing then shook his head. "I don't know. I'm talking about everyone in the past 10,000 years. I'm just a primary rank. I can only access limited information. To know more, you need to advance in rank. I'm just a primary rank. When I advanced from outer personnel to primary rank, I almost lost my life. The task was too difficult. I think I was just lucky to be born in Divine City. If I were outside, I probably wouldn't have made it into Divine City." Xu Jianxing, drunk, shared a lot about Divine City. These were things they would learn after entering Divine City. Xu Jianxing was only a primary rank, so his knowledge was limited. But knowing earlier would help them prepare mentally. For example, they learned that to leave Divine City, you need to take a special warship, which requires Divine City merits. Without enough merits, you can't leave. Many outer personnel can't leave and have to stay in Divine City to earn merits. In previous years, many people chose to delay entering Divine City after learning this. After all, the qualification to enter Divine City doesn't expire. The next day, the Human Emperor Network announced the rankings and rewards for this 4-star domains competition as scheduled. First place, Lin Moyu, reward of 200 Divine City merits. Second place, Zhuang Bai, reward of 150 Divine City merits. Third place, Qing Fei, reward of 100 Divine City merits. Fourth place, Dongfang Zi, reward of 50 Divine City merits. Fifth place, Wei Bowen, reward of 30 Divine City merits. Starting from 5th place to 8th place, the reward was 30 Divine City merits. From 9th to 16th place, each received 20 Divine City merits. After the top 16, up to the 100th place, if they were seed players, they would be rewarded 10 Divine City merits. Among these people, about half were not seed players but came from the 4-star domains. For those who already had the qualification to enter Divine City, they received 10 Divine City merits like the seed players. If they did not originally have the qualification to enter Divine City, then the Divine City merit reward was reduced to 5, with the additional qualification to enter Divine City. In other words, the qualification to enter Divine City was worth 5 Divine City merits. This also indirectly showed how precious Divine City merits were. Next were the rewards after the 100th place. From 100th to 199th place, the reward became 5 Divine City merits. If they did not have the qualification to enter Divine City, they were directly given the qualification, without even receiving the 5 Divine City merits. In the top 199 places, after excluding the 99 seed players, it was exactly 100 people. Xu Jianxing was fortunate to rank 198th. Although he was eliminated in the first round, due to his decent performance in the subsequent matches, his ranking changed. The Human Emperor Network would consider each person's cultivation realm, and Xu Jianxing was almost the lowest among all the contestants, which became a bonus for him. Seeing his ranking, Xu Jianxing couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. At least I didn't embarrass Divine City. Lin Moyu smiled. Good, you've completed your Divine City mission and earned an extra 10 merits. Xu Jianxing was stunned, then exclaimed, Lin Shishong, how did you know I took a mission? Chu Shang laughed loudly. Not just him, we all know. Ah? Lin Moyu said, you told us yourself when you were drunk yesterday. Xu Jianxing immediately made a bitter face. Alas, how embarrassing. Actually, I shouldn't have taken this mission. Zhuang Bai came over and patted his shoulder. The reason you took this mission, you explained it yesterday. In my opinion, being able to take this mission is a kind of courage. Chu Shang said, you said yesterday when you were drunk that you shouldn't have come to participate in the 4-star domains competition, and the reason you did was twofold. One was a trial from your family, as the 4-star domains competition is on your family's trial list. 2 was that you took a mission. In Divine City, there's a peculiar notion that the simpler a mission is, the fewer people want to do it. The safer a mission is, the more it's looked down upon. If someone does it, they're even looked down upon. The competition in Divine City is much fiercer than outside. The safer the mission, the fewer Divine City merits it rewards, and the less respected it is. Many people feel that if you take an extremely safe mission, you're a coward. But Xu Jianxing still took it, for the sake of 10 merits. He convinced himself using the family trial at the time. But after taking the mission, the pressure on him became even greater. He suddenly realized that if he took the mission but failed to complete it, that would be even more embarrassing. In the eyes of others, it's a trash mission that no one wants to take. You not only took it but also failed to complete it, that's truly embarrassing to the core. Fortunately, he completed the mission this time. The requirement of the mission was to obtain Divine City merits in the 4-star domains competition. In other words, Xu Jianxing needed to rank in the top 200. However, with Xu Jianxing's cultivation realm, ranking in the top 200 was not easy. Throughout the competition, Xu Jianxing never mentioned it, only saying it was a family trial. But the mental pressure he was under was not small. After Xu Jianxing's explanation, everyone understood the whole story. But Lin Moyu still had doubts in his heart. He felt that Xu Jianxing didn't seem like the kind of person who would take this mission for just 10 Divine City merits. Didn't Xu Jianxing care about face? There might be deeper reasons behind it, but Lin Moyu didn't ask further. It might involve Xu Jianxing's secrets. Zhuang Bai said in a low voice, regardless, you've completed the mission and earned 10 merits. Chu Shang also spoke up, don't mind what others say, Divine City merits are real and solid. If anyone dares to talk nonsense, just slap them and shut them up. Wait until I enter Divine City, I'll see who dares to bully you, I'll beat them up one by one. Chu Shang puffed out his chest, boasting arrogantly. Xu Jianxing was also infected by Chu Shang's arrogance, regaining his smile. Lin Moyu laughed lightly, if you have any difficulties, just tell me. There are many things I should be able to help with. Xu Jianxing nodded forcefully. He knew Lin Moyu's promise was not a joke. Now, even before entering Divine City, Lin Moyu already had 300 Divine City merits. That was more than many elders in Divine City. Add to that Lin Moyu's strength, and he would undoubtedly become a great figure in Divine City in the future. Xu Jianxing felt that the luckiest thing for him in recent years was meeting Lin Moyu. If it weren't for Lin Moyu giving him a large number of magical treasures, he wouldn't have been able to achieve a good enough ranking in the preliminary rounds. Xu Jianxing sincerely thanked Lin Moyu. Lin Shishong, I really owe you a lot this time. Lin Moyu smiled and accepted his gratitude. After the 199th place, those without the qualification to enter Divine City didn't receive Divine City merits. Their rewards became points instead. The points gradually decreased from 10 million to only 1 million at the end. The rewards for all participants formed a huge list, and everyone could check the specific information. The Human Emperor Network tried its best to be fair and just. If anyone had any opinions, they had to swallow them and not voice them. After the 4-star domains competition ended, one warship after another arrived at the competition city to pick up the spectators. After transporting the spectators away, more warships arrived, this time to pick up the contestants. The competition was over, and everyone returned to their respective places and families. All the contestants who obtained the qualification to enter Divine City received information from the Human Emperor Network. They could choose to enter Divine City immediately or wait for some time before entering Divine City. According to Xu Jianxing, Divine City was not always open. Every 30 days, Divine City would open once. If they wanted to go, they could go to any of the number 1 stars in the 4-star domains, where there was a transmission formation. Those with the qualification to enter Divine City could activate the transmission formation and enter Divine City. Of course, the process was not as simple as Xu Jianxing described, it was just a rough outline. Xu Jianxing was going to return to Divine City. He said in a low voice, Shishongs and Shixies, what have you all decided? After some discussion, none of them wanted to enter Divine City immediately. Whether it was Qing Fei or Zhuang Bai, everyone had their own families. They still had some matters to handle in their families. Only Lin Moyu was alone without a family. Whether to enter Divine City or not didn't matter much to Lin Moyu. He could always leave even after entering, as he had 300 Divine City merits, enough to enter and exit several times. Thinking about it, it seemed like there was no problem with going to Divine City to take a look. However, Lin Moyu also wanted to visit the other few star domains and the outside world. He also wondered where Lin Moxuan had gone and whether she had successfully ascended to the God-Sovereign realm. Suddenly, space distorted, and a black shadow appeared beside them. The shadow's appearance was unclear, but everyone recognized him. It was the Beyond Realm existence who had been with the 4 domain lords. Everyone simultaneously paid their respects. Greetings, Senior. Shu Jianxing's expression changed drastically, and he immediately knelt down. This unfilial disciple pays respects to the ancestor. The Shu family ancestor glanced at Shu Jianxing, not bad. After speaking, he beckoned to Lin Moyu. Come over, let's chat. Lin Moyu, I will take you away. Follow the rules, said Shu Laozu, leaving a message. Black light enveloped Lin Moyu, and the two disappeared. Several people exchanged glances. Zhuang Bai looked at Shu Jianxing, who had just gotten up from the ground, and asked, Is that your family's ancestor? Yes, Shu Jianxing nodded, his eyes filled with excitement. He had just been praised by his family's ancestor, which made him very excited. He knew his family's situation well. Shu Laozu was extremely strict and rarely praised anyone. Receiving his praise was a significant affirmation. Shu Laozu was a legend in the Shu family. Shu Jianxing had grown up hearing stories about him. The tall and majestic image of Shu Laozu had long been rooted in his heart. Chu Shang asked, Shu Shidi, what realm is your ancestor in? Could it be? Shu Jianxing nodded vigorously. The ancestor reached the Beyond Realm a long time ago. Chu Shang showed a surprised expression. The Beyond Realm, huh? I wonder if I will ever reach it in my lifetime. Then he noticed that neither Zhuang Bai, Qing Fei, nor Shui Xilan showed any surprise. Chu Shang asked curiously, Old Zhuang, aren't you surprised? Zhuang Bai said, when Shu Laozu appeared with the 4 domain lords, I guessed he was in the Beyond Realm. Zhuang Bai came from the Zhuang family, which had its own heritage. Although his family had never produced a Beyond Realm expert, they knew something about realms above the God-Sovereign level. Chu Shang looked at Qing Fei and Shui Xilan. Did you two guess it too? Qing Fei nodded, and Shui Xilan said softly, there are records in my sect. The 4 domain lords were clearly very respectful to Shu Laozu, so I guessed his identity. Chu Shang scratched his head, so I was the only one who didn't guess. Zhuang Bai laughed, that's because you don't like to use your brain. I wonder what Shu Laozu wants to talk to Lin Shidi about. Qing Fei said, do you remember the senior who sent us here? Zhuang Bai nodded, he was also in the Beyond Realm. His aura was very similar to Shu Laozu's. Qing Fei continued, when we first arrived in the competition city, Lin Shidi and Han Shanzi arrived a bit later than us. They were probably held back by that senior. According to Qing Fei, Lin Moyu had already had contact with a Beyond Realm expert. So this time, there was no need to worry about Shu Laozu meeting Lin Moyu. Chu Shang tilted his head, do you think Shu Laozu might want to take Lin Shidi as a disciple? The others thought about it and realized it wasn't impossible. Lin Moyu's performance was outstanding enough to impress even a Beyond Realm expert. A familiar aura greeted Lin Moyu as he once again saw the ancient and majestic palace. The faint aroma of tea wafted over, entering his nostrils and reaching his soul, making his entire being feel relaxed. Dao tea. This was a top-grade tea, even higher than enlightenment tea. The same simple tea table was there, with Lin Lao and Hao Shengzhen sitting beside it, seemingly chatting. Lady Yu had already left. His sister was also not present. Come and sit, Shu Laozu led Lin Moyu over. Lin Lao chuckled, Old Shu, did you find any good seedlings this time? The black aura around Shu Laozu gradually dissipated, revealing his true appearance, an elderly man with white hair and a serious expression. His appearance bore a 5 or 6 point resemblance to Shu Qingyang. Combined with Shu Jianxing's earlier reaction, Lin Moyu already knew his identity. Shu Qingyang's grandfather, the Shu family ancestor. Lin Moyu had once accepted a private mission from him, successfully rescuing Shu Qingyang, who had been trapped in the Nether Swamp for 1,000 years. Although they had never interacted directly, they had some connection. At that time, Lin Moyu was still very weak. Even now, his strength was still inferior, but purely on a soul level, they were on the same level. 2 more teacups appeared on the tea table, and the teapot automatically flew up, pouring new tea into the cups. Lin Moyu then noticed that the teapot was actually a magical treasure, at least at the God Sovereign level, and it had developed intelligence. A God Sovereign level magical treasure with a spirit, just used for making tea. If this got out, it would be enough to make many God Sovereigns feel disoriented. Last time, he hadn't noticed this detail, which was a real oversight. After Xu Laozu sat down, he directly said, "I brought the champion." Hao Shengzhen smiled. Lin Xiaoyu winning the championship was expected. He wasn't surprised at all. He knew Lin Moyu's combat power very well. Not to mention that the strongest opponents were only minor God Sovereigns. Even if God Sovereigns participated, they might not be able to defeat Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu asked, "Shengzhen, where is my sister?" Hao Shengzhen replied, "There was a little accident." Lin Moyu frowned slightly. "Please explain, Shengzhen." Han Shenzi's talent is too strong. Combined with Dao Ti, it produced incredible effects. Your sister not only advanced to God Sovereign but might continue to break through, reaching above the third tier of God Sovereign. Lady Yu has already taken your sister to the Divine City for seclusion. It might take some time. Advancing to God Sovereign and directly reaching above the third tier, such a thing was hard to believe. Cultivation breakthroughs have always been methodical and traceable. Lin Muhan's leapfrog advancement was unprecedented. Xu Laozu, who had just arrived, was also surprised. He didn't know the follow-up events. Lin Lao sighed, a 36-year-old God Sovereign. Saying it out loud might scare a few people to death. Hao Shengzhen smiled. Even in ancient times, there was never a 36-year-old God Sovereign. Xu Laozu's eyes flickered. As far as I know, the fastest person to advance to God Sovereign in ancient times was over 100 years old. Hao Shengzhen provided a more accurate number, 108 years old. Xu Laozu nodded. Generally speaking, ancient God Sovereigns were mostly between 300 and 500 years old. A God Sovereign under 100 years old was already considered a top genius. Lin Moyu listened in shock. Were ancient cultivators really that strong? Most God Sovereigns were between 300 and 500 years old. Looking at the current era, most 300-year-old cultivators were still at the true God realm, far from reaching God Sovereign. Lin Lao laughed. Now Han Shanzi has broken the ancient record, and there's also Lin Xiaoyu, showing that our era is not inferior. Xu Laozu snorted. Far from it. That era was so glorious and splendid. Compared to them, we are just a pile of garbage. He then turned to Hao Shengzhen. Shengzhen, have you made any progress in exploring ancient times? Hao Shengzhen shook his head. So far, not much progress. Xu Laozu sighed. Is there really no way? Hao Shengzhen shook his head. It's hard to say if there's a way. We can only say we still have hope. As he spoke, he looked at Lin Moyu, and Lin Lao also looked at Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu suddenly realized something. The conversation among these Beyond Realm experts was not random. It had deeper meaning, possibly related to him. Lin Moyu said, Shengzhen, if you have any instructions, please feel free to tell me. Hao Shengzhen finally shook his head. Your current strength is still not enough. When you reach God Sovereign, or even the Beyond Realm, you can then deal with those matters. But we can inform you in advance about some things. There are some things you will have to face in the future.